I'd like to use this design to discuss selection sets in CAD+. There are three basic ways to select items. We can just click on them directly and the groups show. We could put a box around a group of entities which constitute this post and click and they're all gathered together. Or we could use, if I pick here, you can see that's a line running from the base here to the post, or we can use an inclusive window and we get the same thing. Or if I use a crossing window, and that's a one that starts bottom right and goes to top left, and you see in this case, and I can check up in the properties box, I've got two lines. So one useful trick, the correct line we want to stay is the bottom one. If I hold the shift key down now and wrap a box around the lower line, which now is correct, that removes it from the selection set, and we can just delete that line. It's not necessary. And the same applies through here. If I use a crossing window there's a selection set of 6 lines now, and there are many lines on top of one another. If I move over here, I get 9 lines in the selection set, and if I come over here, I get 8 lines. So all the way across here there are duplication. One line is on top of the other. So I can possibly just do that, and I pick a whole group of lines, and I don't think they're actually necessary. We could clean things up by deleting them and they're gone. And remember, I used an inclusive window there, so now we've got one line that runs right across the drawing. So I won't bore you with the detail of going through all of these, but can you see you can be aware of the selection set. And if you make a fairly large selection set, say if I came from bottom right up to here, and notice that we've got quite a lot of entities, and we've got an entity way up here, and I think in this case there's some problems because the symbols that make up the drawings, their base point is quite some distance away. I'll try and demonstrate that, but I want to show you over here. That crossing window picked up 33 entities, 5 blocks, a circle, a polyline, and 25 lines. If I zoom out just a little and select this, you remember this large one here was causing trouble, and I'm selecting it. You may be able to see, if I zoom in, the base point of that symbol which runs through here is down there. So because we set up a crossing window, it actually found that one. So that's really a plea for, if possible, make sure the base point of your symbols are correctly placed. If we go to the blocks in this drawing, and I've turned on the item to display the base point, you can see here, there's the symbol there for kangaroo paw, there's a base point well away, and if we click through here, most times in this drawing the base point of the symbols is well away from the center. That one's okay, that one's okay, and another one there. Big differences between the base point, and that creates problems in your drawing. You're making life difficult for yourself if you forget to set the base point correctly.